Hi guys, this is Karthik here, and today is Chasing Dreams season 2 and episode number 3. And today I think we are going to have a wonderful person on the show. So I am very much excited for it, and as well as you're going to hear a lot of stories, and this is going to blow your minds off, I guess. So let's jump and call up our guest for tonight. And I'm just pulling in our guest, so please do stay online. So, hi Niveda, how are you
Hi,
doing?
doing good. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing good too. So, how was quarantine in United States?
It's bad, but then I'm living alone, so that's bad too. So I'm still trying
Okay,
to manage everything.
super, that's nice. So happy to have you on the show,
Thank you.
and then hope you have also been following Chasing Dreams, and I'm so honored to have you on the show, and your story is going to inspire a lot of people, I guess.
Definitely. I mean, if it does, I'm really happy because no matter where I study or where I am, I definitely want my country to grow as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's nice, so nice of you. And then a little bit a thing I wanted to share personally, apart from
Mm-hmm.
chasing dreams at the moment. I've seen a photo where an elephant is being killed by eating a pineapple with a crackers inside it. It's so
Mm-hmm.
pathetic to see all these happening, and I hope it doesn't happen in the future. I know it's not related to the show, but this is what I felt, and as a rescuer, I don't feel it's a good thing that is happening right now. So hopefully, and in the future, do not do these things, and then they also have a chance to live in this planet Earth, and hopefully, people do justice to all these creatures, I would say. Thank you,
Yeah.
thanks for allowing me to do this, Niveda. So
Thank you. Yeah.
that to tell about Niveda, she is an esports strategist and also a game producer, and she has a lot of projects going on. She's mentoring a lot of people to upscale in gaming and as well as in life, I would say. And then she also starts a project on differently able people to like uh, create games for them and tell them how to play, and she's making a difference in their life. So I'm so happy to on our show, Niveda. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much
uh,
for having me. Yeah.
yes, so let's just jump on directly, I would say. So since you're a game producer, I would say it's a totally different career altogether when compared to what others are doing here right now. So how would it all started for you?
So back home, like first I did my undergraduate in computer science technology and then information technology. And then
Hmm.
I decided, like in the final year, I decided to work on a project. So that was based on surveillance camera for women's safety. So I started that. I was very passionate about that. And then I did multimedia course for graphic
Okay.
design and I joined in Amazon in 2015. So that
Okay.
was also a life-changing moment because, working as a graphic designer, I was able to get into the line where like my passion lied, like animation or design or art. And then I got my patent published on 2018 and
That's
I
awesome.
decided, okay, it's time to pursue my dreams. And I've always been this person who wants to be really independent and, do things differently. So I knew that only if I have to, get out of that place and come out and explore the world by myself, that's when I'll understand where I am. So I left. I came here in 2018 June. I joined Full Sail University for my master's in game design. Beautiful, beautiful,
So
magical journey.
I know,
Trust
I
me.
know. There is a lot to cover. Obviously, it's not an easy journey as well, I would say. And then with
Yeah.
regards to your story, I don't think so. A lot of people will take a call like you did. So I will also put this all your story in the upcoming hours to come. And
Mm-hmm.
then Like how a spark of gaming as a career? Like how did it spark to you?
Um, I think I started right when I was 8 years old. So my brother
Okay.
used to own a Sega, and
Okay.
he used to keep playing. So when I come back from school, I'll go straight to his house. I watch him play like all these fighting games, and then I started. So I started playing those games, and that's when like I got a passion and an addiction to that. So since then, I've always been a gamer. I play all kinds of genres. I test all games and see, like, even if I'm not able to complete it, at least I want to see the gameplay. So to
Okay.
understand how the game works, what are the features, how the UI is done, and how the sound effects are done. So all these things started attracting me a lot, and
Okay.
I've always been passionate about that. I was a very playful kid, like right from
Okay.
school, and when I was in my
Are
undergrad,
you
I was very playful.
were you into sports and all those?
Yes, in school, I did play basketball for 4 years. Yeah, so
Okay.
that kind of like drew me into NBA, 2K, and all those games. So I've always been very passionate about sports games as well as, mainly fighter and first person shooter. For a girl, that's
Which one
kind
is
of,
it? Yes, it's too different, I would say. Like very
yeah.
different for a girl to choose a first person shooter or something like men. Obviously, they like shooting games and stuff. Like which one do you think is the best? Like one of the best gameplays you have ever played? Which game it would be?
That's a tough question.
Very
There are
yes.
so many games, but my most favorite, like recently, if you ask, is Destiny 2. It's very
Destiny
challenging.
2.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, yeah,
yes,
people would try it out. That's the reason I wanted to
definitely.
probe you this. Like
Yeah.
personally, I would say I'm not aware of Destiny 2. Like,
Okay.
so I will just give it a try. And then gaming is like obviously people are so interested to learn what it is. And then like
Mm-hmm.
someone who's pursuing a career, I'm so interested to know like how things happen in gaming and all those. Like I'm so
Yeah.
excited for this. Okay. So you loved gaming and you had a passion towards gaming. Like all this is
Mm-hmm.
like good and people like few people have this in them, like they think there's a passion, but how it turned into a career and how did you figure out your direction in it?
So even back home, I've always been a people person. Like, I love to help people. I used to do a lot of charity. Even today, on my birthday, I'm here, but my mom over there, she helped me like feed 50 people in a old age home. So that's
Okay.
me. Like that's never changed in my life. And
By the
once
way,
I
I
moved
wanted
here,
to stop you right now. Happy
yeah,
birthday. Like
thank you.
do do you must reach great heights and like even more you
Definitely.
must do a charity kind of thing and please do they keep doing it, I would say. Like and
Sure,
happy birthday.
definitely. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, I've been that people person always, and gaming has always been part of me right from the age of 8, like I told you. And once I moved here, like I should say, like when I moved to Full Sail, there were so many people who
Like
welcomed
before
me
full
with.
sale, like I wanted to understand like what
Mhm.
happened before full sale. Like how did you find a direction towards gaming? Where like how to channelize like a gaming career, I would say.
Yeah, so I used to do a lot of research, like how games are done. So I learned about the engine. There are like two different engines, Unreal and Unity engine. So I kind of learned a little bit about its background and what's required. So I was really thankful that I did my undergrad in information technology. So that helped me to understand the basics of programming and what's required for gaming. So with that, and then tied back to my passion and like that addiction for gaming, I decided, okay, it's time for me to pursue. Like me, I never procrastinate till the end. I kind of like plan my life like 5 years ahead so that I know what I want to do, because I cannot get into how do I say, like my future without understanding what I want to do. Like that goals I need to set for myself so that I know what I'm looking forward to. So doing that, I Googled and I was like searching for a lot of universities, and that's when I found Full Sail, and I was really happy because I did get an opportunity with other universities too. But then I chose Full Sail because it is very creative and they let you think out of the box. And there's a lot of things about networking and so many great things that happened at that school that I really wanted to be a part of. So I decided that I applied, and on Jan 3rd, I got a call, scheduling an interview with one of my, they say it's DSO and like a representative. And
Okay.
she spoke to me and we got things done. And on my engagement day, Jan 19th,
Okay.
2018. So that's when they said, like, you're selected and all that stuff. So I decided, I was like super excited. And then I was like, okay, so finally I've got that chance to prove myself. So I was very excited
Exactly.
and looking forward to that. And I moved here June 18th, yeah, 18, 2018.
Superb. So, like,
Yeah.
what all universities you had in mind? Like, they would give you another set of experience as full sail. Like, I wanted to give you few other universities which offer or like similar to full sail, so that people could join.
Yeah, University of Utah is good for game production. I was mainly focused, even though I'm, well versed in programming, all I wanted to focus on was leadership. And, be a woman in the leadership role is very, very important so that you can like empower other women to like come up to the industry and do more. So I always wanted to be in the leadership role. So I wanted to see which track will bring me to that. So game production was the main thing. So Utah offers that, Penn State offers that. These were a couple of the universities, even USC. So, like, either it's game programming or it's human computer interaction. So, even through that, you can learn gaming. So,
That's
yeah,
that's an amazing answer for people who wanted to join game production. I would say, like, you can go and check
yeah,
out in all these like universities, and then please
yep.
do apply, and you can just upscale, and then whatever aspect she told, that is very true. Like, you find your own university, I would say, like, go for it. And the next things you did behind the scenes in order to like improve your game production beforehand, even before you stepped into the university.
That's like I told you, like I learned the engines. So I wanted to know what are all the engines they use. So to get a better understanding what I'm looking forward to, because even though I have an engineering background, I didn't want to just go blind into the program. Like, they did see my skill sets, they saw my work experience and all that stuff, but still I wanted to know some things because it's a master's program. So I learned about the engine, like the basic C++ and C sharp coding, and what are the softwares they use to integrate all these. And I'm also good at 3D art. So I kind of learned about Maya, and I just brushed up my facts on how to get all the models done because I'm not too good at character art, but then I'm really good in environment art.
Okay, okay. So it's not like directly you just applied and then they gave you a seat as such. It's not that way. And you
No.
have done your researches like behind the scenes, like people who
Mm-hmm.
didn't know, like you are working on your stuff and then you are learning like how it
Mm-hmm.
works, and then you put on a separate effort for it. So that's how it works, guys. It's not like straight away you apply and then you get an uh, like a seat in full sail. I would say it is one of the best and biggest university, and creative minds is another level, I would say. So being around with those people, I think it will influence a lot, and then you will learn a lot. So that's how it happens, and you will come to know like people who she has worked with and all those. I am like just mind blown by like those movies, I would say. So that I think that would relate me a lot, like,
Mm-hmm.
and like the story goes on, guys. I'm so excited actually to know more about you,
Thank you.
Nivedita. Okay.
Yep.
So I just wanted to take it light at the moment. You have spoken about your life a bit. So people are excited about your rapid fire, I would say. I had a poll, and then like people just wanted to know few things about it. Okay.
Yep.
So these set of rapid fires are just only on big gaming experience, how they are to you personally.
Okay.
Okay. So Free Fire or PUBG?
Free Fire or PUBG?
Yes.
Huh. That's an
Which one do
interesting.
you think is the best in these two?
PUBG.
PUBG, okay. Is it
Yeah, my
because of the
husband, he tried making me play. That
okay?
was first few attempts were like super bad, but then later on I picked up and it started getting very addicting. So
Yeah, it's a good game. I do play it. Okay, Call of Duty or Modern Combat.
Definitely Call of Duty.
Okay, Mario or Adventure Island. I think if you are 90s kid, you would
Mario.
know this. Okay. So Burnout or Need for Speed.
Need for Speed, 100%.
Oh, why? Why is it so?
I love car racing. You should see me drive in Chennai.
Okay. One day, most probably, when you get back here, maybe we will
Sure.
go on for a drive. Okay. Best first person shooter.
Destiny 2.
Destiny 2. Okay. Best third person shooter.
There are lots. There's
Yes, I
nothing
want to
that's come.
give you one.
I mean, mm, I liked a lot of games, so I'm kind of like stuck on which one exactly.
Okay. But
Yeah.
like just top of your mind, something which comes out right now.
I mean, like you can always shift your angle. Like,
Yes.
you can either be a first person or a third person in a game.
Yes.
So with regards to that, I feel I liked um, Horizon and yeah,
Okay. That's nice. Which has the best story mode as per you?
God of War and there's also Horizon Zero Dawn. That those two were like really good.
Okay. I love Uncharted and God of War actually.
Yep.
Yes, I love it.
Uncharted was also really good. Yeah.
Yes, I just love the gameplay and stuff. And then FIFA or PES. I think
Sorry.
it's going to be a tough one for you. FIFA or PES.
FIFA for sure.
Yes, you are an EA sport strategist, so obviously
Yep.
it's going to be FIFA. Okay, in this five games, like you have completed all the modes of it, like the
Mm-hmm.
story modes of it, and you have this five game CD, and then
Yeah.
we ask you to play it for 10 hours. Okay, which one do you choose? It's going to be God of War, Last of Us, Tomb Raider, Dragon Ball Z, Uncharted.
I'm sorry. I got stuck by
Okay,
a call. Yeah. Sorry. Can you repeat that question?
yes, sure. Like you have a CD of five.
Yeah.
Okay, so like you have completed all the story mode and you have done it completely, but we
Mm-hmm.
give you 10 hours
Mm-hmm.
to play a game, and I'm going to name five games. You must choose
Mm-hmm.
one from it.
Okay.
God of War, Last of Us, Tomb Raider, Dragon Ball Z, Uncharted.
Dragon Ball Z.
I know, like I add
It's
this
not 10
for
hours,
you
even
because
20
it's
hours straight. I'll play.
like very fascinating about Dragon Ball Z, right?
Yeah. I mean, even I have a tattoo. It's hard to believe, but I do. I had to convince my
Okay.
husband so badly, like, I really need Goku's tattoo, like very badly because it's not a recent addiction, but it's right from when I was a kid. So that's something like, was
Exactly.
really like even when I was back from school, like, even when I used to have exams or whatever it is, that kind of like gave me that relaxation and I really enjoyed that show.
Yes, I totally agree. Like all people and boys were like just hey I'm Goku and all those like people have been fascinated by the character, like how he carries himself and a lot of
Hmm.
things. I also personally like Goku a lot. Like
Thank
it's
you.
no wonder you had a tattoo. It's nice that your husband supported it as well. So a
Yep.
big shout out to Madhav Balaji, I would say.
Definitely. He's been a
Okay.
big support for me even when it comes to career and like trust me, like long distance relationship, moving here and still like managing everything even after the wedding. So that's a big thing, right? So yeah,
Yes,
definitely hats off to him.
that's nice. So like let's jump into a few of the other questions
Hmm.
as well. What I have for you. So how
Yeah.
supportive was your family when you told like I'm going to go on gaming?
Actually, my dad freaked out. He was like, "So all these years you were playing games and then now you want to do that for a living?" And I was just looking at him and laughing. But he was still concerned about going away and living alone because I've always been there under his roof. He was very protective and he said, "Do you really want to go?" I said, "Yeah, I have to because, it's my dream and I did everything you asked, like till engineering and everything, but it's my time now. So I have to leave and prove myself." So that's when it took some months, but he was convinced at the end when I got in and, I moved.
Yes, like I totally get it. Like, what did your mom told once she came to know about this?
She has always been supportive, very friendly. So she's a very sweet person. When I told her, she was very happy. She was like, "I know you'll do great things, so you should just go, be confident, be bold." And she's always been like that person who will, even if I am let down, she'll be like, "No, no, no. I know that you're a very brave girl. You can do things, so you have to go." So that's what kept me going on and motivated.
Yes, that's nice that you had like your family's support on this, and then
Even my
you're so
sister,
blessed, I would say.
yeah, my sister would never stop me from, making a mistake. Like she'll be like, make mistakes. Definitely you will learn from that. And she'll also say like, be brave, go for it. Like you have a lot of talent in you and there's definitely nothing that's gonna stop you. So
Yes, that's how dreams are chased, I guess.
yeah,
Like you go out
definitely.
of your comfort zone and then you just like
I
hang up
have a
there.
good support system at home, I would say.
Exactly. That's so like I'd say blessed. Many people don't have it, struggle a lot,
Yep.
and all those. Yes. Okay. So like I know a thing about you like uh, in gaming as a career like people don't I like how to put this as like at first like game people don't know there's a career in gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so when you chose it and then being a girl, like what did people around you started to speak?
Um, First of all, it's a male dominant industry, so lot of guys. But what everyone was saying was, how are you going to be there and how are you going to even in the leadership role, like how do you think that people is going to hear you out and how do you think that you're going to make yourself stand out and, do things? I disregarded the negativity. I believed in myself. That's what is needed the most. You have to believe in yourself in order to reach your dreams and goals. There'll be so many people who will be ready to pull you down or like throw negative comments, whatever it is. But staying strong past that and having that trust in yourself is what will get you through. So I never took anything to my mind. I know what I wanted to do. I had a plan and I wanted to like go about that. But even that plan had a lot of magical things happen. Like a lot of changes were there. But I still got through all of that and I'm here. I'm strong.
Yes, now I know you're doing wonders as well. And
Thank
like
you.
people who criticized or did something bad to you would have been like, oh, like she just proved we are wrong.
Yep. Definitely. Action
Yes,
should always speak.
yes, exactly. Okay, how expensive is gaming industry when you take it as a career?
Mm, so I mean, anyways, like studying in US is expensive, but yeah, with scholarships and stuff, it's pretty decent. Like if you want to stand out and do things like I don't think money should ever stop you. So me personally, I took a loan. Like my dad was saying, no, I'll take care of things, but still I was like, no, I want to be independent. So only when I did that, I knew how much of hard work I should put in. Like I used to do a part-time job at school, and that was like amazing. I learned a lot from that as well. And being a campus tour guide and then still managing studies and going to the studio to work was a big challenge, but I still learned a lot from that.
Exactly, and then like I want to put this across to people here. Uh, like actually to say she told she got a loan, right? So like I don't think so she ever needed a loan for her studies or so because she is from a strong background financially, I would say. But her approach towards doing a career in gaming, like she took a loan and then she wanted to struggle as she answered here, she told that that's when we know when we taste success in it, or Like she has done part-time jobs and all those. I don't think so she needs to do all these. And then like that's how you chase your dreams, doing like coming out of your comfort zone and doing. So like obviously I don't think so if I were in your shoes I would have been like sitting home having food and having a good time, I would say. Like that is seriously very impressive, I would say.
Thank you, thank you.
Like that's how people, it's so different actually. I can't even
Mm-hmm.
imagine in your shoes when I go, when I want to, but I can't.
Makes sense.
Okay,
Thank you.
yes, okay. So full sale. You have told about the university a lot, but little bit of
Mm-hmm.
detail on what courses they offer and like what did you do exactly?
There are a lot of courses for film, music, games, technology, but I did my master's in game design there.
Okay, okay. So there's a lot of course to choose in which one they prefer to go, right?
Yeah, like there's a wide range of courses, but you have to go through and see what exactly you need, and that's where you have to get in.
Okay. Okay, so like till date, like how what have you worked with regards to gaming? Like having the output of your gaming production.
So I have worked on a couple of projects at school. So there's also a game called as Dino Tanks, which will release soon. That's a huge AAA project. So it's like kind of ongoing, and it's in that stage where they're like testing and researching it.
Okay,
But apart from that, I'm planning out my own game and my device for differently able kids. So I'm beginning with cerebral palsy, and I wanted this device to be successful. So it can be connected to an adaptive controller, which is like Microsoft's product,
okay,
and a very simple gameplay to see how they can play, because kids who have cerebral palsy, you cannot just directly make a game, like even if it's like too much of a gameplay, and then like just give it to them and ask them to play, because there are certain medical conditions which we have to keep in mind as well. For example, like if they start to play a game, first of all, their limbs are weak, right? So they should be able to just have a simple concept of two buttons where they can press and play. And
okay,
also, if they look too much into the screen, like that will cause seizures. So that is something which we have to
okay,
keep in mind before, like, going forward and like, making them play a game. So all these criteria is there. So mine is kind of like an ongoing research as well as a product development phase. So
okay. That's nice. That's nice. You want to make a difference
thank
in
you.
their life. And then exactly, have you not thought about doing like a game which is worldwide? You wanted to make it a hit or something. Has that
Um,
didn't come to your mind?
like what I mean, like anything we do, we should look at it in an angle where, like, either it's a success or a failure. Like, I cannot say that the game or the profession I took right now, like the moment I get into the industry or start making the game, I'm not going to be that person who's going to like have like a million followers or like, a million people who's going to start playing that. No, maybe it's hardly going to be one or two, but that will make a change.
Okay.
So I'm still like working towards that. So if that goes well, then I will move on to the next process. So I don't have that vision where, like, okay, it should go worldwide and all that stuff. So it's like I want to make this game. Like if it helps change lives, that's awesome. So that will like speak for itself.
Yes, 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 well said. And then like why when did the action of doing to the differently able come into the process?
Um, so I think 4 months into my course, we were asked to like prepare for our thesis, and they said pick a topic, like explore your options when it comes to your angle of making games. So that's when I found out about differently able kids, like
Okay.
even elderly people, like to avoid Parkinson's or Alzheimer's. So I took this track. I did a lot of research for 12 months, and I came up with a thesis. I always have been, like I told you, right? Like back home also, like
Yes.
I've always been that people person. So that kind of drew me into this, and then that's when I got very passionate about that. After I did lot of research, and that's something which a lot of industries haven't touched based on when it comes to I meant like gaming industry, like different companies.
Yes.
So I wanted to like focus on that. So no matter where I go, I kind of like every company I go to, I like talk to them about that. And it's like really good that I see at least like 10 people over there have the same passion. So even my last job, like I kind of found people who do that. And then like I started working with them, like brainstorming and gave them ideas. So it's like you need to be that virus,
Okay.
understand about this entire thing, like take it as a passion, and then like wherever you go, keep spreading it. So that's when it will make a change. Like
Yeah.
having that passion and just saying that I want to do is not going to bring a change.
Like well said.
Thank you.
Okay. So the next question would be like, as we spoke before, there are very less people with regards to gaming industry and women joining gaming industry.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say, like if someone a woman wants to do gaming and she is not exposed, and then you like how do you push them forward?
Mm, First thing I would say, they need to have that passion, no matter what industry you take, right? The passion
Okay.
must be there. Like it's either like, IT or medical or like gaming. That's the thing. Like, first thing, they should have a passion. Second thing, even if they don't know anything, I mean, I'm ready to like, give them a knowledge transfer about like what's needed, like all the research you have to do before you get in. You don't have to be a master before getting into the program. Just need to have that knowledge in order to like, push yourself forward and, learn more. And I would say when you're passionate, go for it. Like, don't ever hold yourself back. Like, as a women, we should show that, we are strong and we can do great things. And we can also empower other women to get out to the industry and do more. So that's what I would say. Like, be strong, never give up your career for anything in life. Just go for it.
Okay, like you are an example of it, I would say. And then you wanted to empower women as well. And gaming
Thank you.
industry, I wish a lot of people come out and like start exploring
For
game
that
production.
matter, like I'll tell you, like even when I was in India, like even though I'm a huge extrovert, like
Okay.
even public speaking was kind of like a setback for me. Like I kind of hesitated. But after I came here, my role model and my mentor, like her name is Diana.
Okay.
She was my boss in like the part-time job I was doing. And it's really a big thing for me, a big impact for me. When you come into a new country and you're always worried, okay, so are you going to make friends, are you going to like be among people where you get to learn? That's going to be a huge
Yes.
question mark, right? I would say that was never a problem for me because they were all so welcoming in this university, every single people. And when I personally reached out to Diana, she kind of like took me under her wing, was ready to mentor me and mold me to be that person who's very empowering. And she's a very fierce leader. Like, she's a,
Okay.
sorry, I just keep getting calls because of my
Call.
birthday.
Okay.
So she's someone who is, that person, like a fierce leader who you will want to follow, like when you start seeing how she does her work and all that stuff. So
Okay.
I reached out to her. I said, hey, I want to learn more. Like I want to learn about leadership. And I've seen you, being so bold, like even talking in front of 500 people. I wanted to learn all of that. And she took me under her wing 6 months. She taught me how to be independent. Self love is something which is very, very important in order for, to grow yourself in life. If you want to be that person, even when it comes to family or education, right? Or
Okay.
even like working, first you have to love yourself in order to like, love your profession or love another person in your life. So that's a very, very valuable lesson which I learned. And that's when I decided that, there'll be so many women out there who want to do the same thing. And if I can, show this by like, I started a YouTube channel and, I'm kind of like giving a lot of talks on this. So it's
Yes,
going to keep
actually, you can
continuing.
also
So,
people. Sorry to stop you here. And she has a
oh, no,
YouTube
no, no,
channel,
you're fine.
as she told, she has a YouTube channel. Do check out her page, and the page name is like, I hope,
Nivi Raj.
Niviraj. Okay, so she
Yeah.
talks about a lot of things there, and she has like let out 2 episodes right till date, I would say. So please do check
Yeah.
out, and then there is a lot of content which is coming up. and then for sure it is going to be very very helpful. And like chasing dreams was started like that at first. Like basically I wanted to like do this. I know you have been doing this for from your childhood, I would say. That is so
Yeah.
nice that you like ended up in the show here.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank you so much for having me again.
yeah, please go ahead, like
Yeah.
you were saying.
So yeah, so she not only her, there are so many empowering women over here, as well as even the male leadership here. Like they treat you equally, and like even for example, like the president of Full Sail University, like I've never seen such an empathetic person in my life. He is
Okay.
seriously a wonderful human being. Like when you go, when you're standing, like he even if he crosses by you, right? He'll be like, "Hey, buddy, how are you?" And he'll come and give you a hug. That kind
Yes.
of human being and that nature is something new to me. Like I've never seen someone who's like the founder of the school is like interacting with every single student, not just me. Like every single student, he gives the same
Mm.
attention. Like that is like a huge thing. Like having that energy and that empathy is a very, very big thing.
Yeah, there's a lot to learn from him, I guess.
Yeah.
Hope you learn a lot from him as well.
Yeah, I mean, I would say one thing, like if you're an international student, you plan on going internationally to study any country for that matter, go be diverse, like talk to other culture people, like make friends. Like if you're just going to be stuck with your own community, you're not going to learn much. You make friends all over the, like I'm gifted with friends from different countries who have taught me so much about their culture and who have taught me so much about how to focus in like work or like in life, like so many life lessons I've learned. So that's what is like keeping me going on right now. Like I've seen so many people like learn from their experiences, so many different things that is like will help me if I'm ever down in life. It'll kind of like give me that boost, that energy. So Full Sail is like filled with people with so much energy that I feed off of.
Yes, joy, happiness, and 24 bar 7 gaming, I would say. like
Yeah, definitely.
to make it a little bit fun, I would say people here, like anywhere for that matter, people will be like, don't just play games and you're going to get screwed in your exams. And then you like people are obviously connected to games a lot. They want to play for hours, and then I'm so excited that
Yeah.
you do it for a full time and you do it for a living. Like it like I don't think
Hmm.
so many people will get an opportunity like this. Like game, eat, sleep, repeat.
I
No.
mean, yeah, I mean, definitely. But I would also say when it comes to like choosing entertainment industry, right? Be it gaming or film or music, if you are very passionate about that, go for it. Like, see, engineering is not just the end of the world. That's what I really want to like tell people back home that, if you are very passionate about like getting into the entertainment industry, like just go for it. Just don't stop. The thing is, if you deprive yourself that, okay, so that's something which I do for like fun, entertainment, but I don't think I can do that for a living, then that's not going to get you to where you want to be. You're just going to accept, like, okay, so I did engineering because my parents asked me to. I'm going to a job because I have to earn for a living and I have to take care of myself and build a family. No, always
Yes.
think unique, be unique, like, have a different vision. So when you have a different vision, that's when you will aim higher and you'll try to explore more new things.
Yes. Well said. I think people would come out
Thank you.
from their shell or like from their zone and then start exploring this world.
Yes,
Okay, so
definitely.
I just want you to put into your photo session right now. Like,
Yeah.
please give me a minute. The first photo would be okay. Like, tell me when was it taken and like I when I came across your profile, I saw a lot of you being with people, and that's when you thought it's a special moment for you. So it's going to be a
Yeah.
lot of people, and then just tell what was going and what were you doing exactly.
Okay, sure. Oh, it's a little bit blurry. Okay, Diana, yeah. Like I told you, like she's my role model. When I moved
Okay.
here and like, new country, living alone. She kind of like I told you, took me under, changed me entirely. Literally, like she taught me the value of, self-respect, self-love, getting very focused in our career, and also like, doing what you most are passionate about, like never stop, like so many things, like even networking is
Okay.
something which we all should know. Even back home, I would say, like we have placements and stuff, so we are very comfortable with, like, placement officers or whoever it is coming
Mm.
to our university and, recruiting. But I would say networking is the best, because you will know where you stand,
Okay.
right? So I learned how to go talk with grads, and she like literally taught me, like, go out there, first talk about yourself. You will have that confidence when you explain about where you're from, and like, what work you have done and what are all the exposure you've got after coming here. Talk all of this and then talk about your passion when it comes to gaming, and then start asking them the questions, like, don't go and ask them for a job. That's a very, very bad idea. Like, you should
Yes.
not just go and ask them for a job. First thing is, go talk to them first, learn about them, ask about their experience, about all of this, and then you go apply and see if they are willing to, like, get you into it. Because here
Okay.
in US, no school is going to get you a job. That's a
Okay.
very, very wrong idea some people have. But you have to come work hard, you have to go get that job. So that's a very, very, very difficult thing, and I'm so glad that she mentored me, and she took me under her wing, and made me, fly out in colors over here. I was really, really happy for that.
Like she has changed your life, I would say, and you have learned a lot from her, right? We're so grateful
Definitely.
to have you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Ah, that's Leslie Brathwaite. Yeah.
Okay.
So Leslie, oh my God, he has worked with Beyonce. I mean, he's still working with Beyonce, Cardi B, Jay-Z B, and he's worked with Michael Jackson. He is an audio engineer. He is a fantastic human being. I met him, I think, on my first work day at school. Like, so I was a campus tour guide behind the scenes. So when I
Okay.
met him, Diana actually had spoken about me to him, and he reached out to me and he asked me, like, the first thing was, so I heard that you're doing cool projects. So can we sit and have a chat? And I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
what? No. And he's also a Hall of Famer at school. And
Okay.
I started learning from him. He's the one who taught me, like, he said, if you don't get to where you want to be, like, for example, I wanted to work in the accessibility line. By God's grace, like, it's too soon, but I got that opportunity right now with Microsoft. But he said, like, if you don't get that job, just accept what job you have and then make your change there. That's when he said, like, be like that virus, like, go spread about this accessibility and what you are passionate about, and make that change in every company you go to. So that kind of changed my vision. And he always mentors me, and he's someone who's, like, behind us clapping and always boosting us up and saying, like, you can do it. So
That's
yeah.
nice. That's nice. People, like very big people, how they work, and then you are under like their guidance is something amazing, and the mindset which you both share would be like phenomenal, I would say. And there is a lot of
Yes.
learnings for you at the moment, I guess.
Yes, definitely. Please, can you give me one
Yes.
moment? Just one
Yes.
moment.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Sure. Leslie is awesome. Yeah. Anyway, great to
Yeah,
see you. Yes.
I'm
Yes,
on
guys.
a
Thanks for
live call,
joining.
so
And
you
then,
can. Yeah,
like,
thank you.
thanks for joining, everybody. And I hope you are having a good time here. And then, like, Nivedita is sharing her story. If you have any questions to her, please post it in the comments below. Discuss it up. And, sorry, I just received a call right now.
No, 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 no,
So,
no. I was able to hear. I just had someone come in, so yeah.
okay. So do post your questions below, and we will try to answer them. Okay. The next person would be.
Oh, my favorite person.
Okay.
He is, his name is Tom LaCroix. Like he is one of the how do I say, like after Gary, like Gary Jones is the president of Full Sail University. So
Okay.
after him, he's been that person who's very empathetic and who is, helped me build myself. He is excellent at emotional intelligence. Like he's taught me a lot about that. And
Okay.
he's also given me a lot of knowledge transfer about leadership. So he's the vice president for the international team here at Full Sail.
That's nice.
So even him, like when I used to have a mentor meeting at school, like at work, so he used to come by, give a session, give a talk, and that's when I connected with him and I learned so much about leadership. So he is like he has a very good sense of humor and a very good way to convey that with that sense of humor. So he will make me
Ah.
learn and understand a lot of things when I reach out to him, like with leadership or how to go on with my career or my work culture. How do I handle all of those stuff? So he's a wonderful gentleman.
Like having fun and learning something is going to just stick onto your mind like a memory, I would say. Like that's what Jim
Yes,
Quick
definitely.
usually does. Like he's a memory
Yeah.
expert and he has told this.
Oh yeah, that's scary. Yep. Your video is actually very blurry. So
Okay. Like right now I don't have a Wi-Fi. There's an like connection problem here, so that's the reason I guess it's blurry.
okay.
For you as well.
Thank you. Huh? No.
For you,
Yeah. Yeah. For me, it's blurry. Yep.
okay. So the next photo would be
Oh, Sean McCabe. Awesome. He
okay.
is the CTO of Insomnia Games. I met him only this year, like
Okay.
when I went for the Hall of Fame session, like a huge event at school where they were like 10 people get awarded the Hall of Fame award. So I met him there. He is like Spider-Man, right? I'm sorry,
Yes.
Spider-Man games. So that was
Yes.
made by the company he works at. Like he's the CTO for that, Chief Technical
Okay.
Officer. So he has a very interesting story. So he kind of grew up in an ashram. So he
Okay.
knows a lot about Indian culture.
Okay.
And he kind of like got very excited when I told him, like, I'm from India and he knows so much about Tamil Nadu and Chennai and, the food and the language and everything
Like
that
instant
he
spark for
literally,
connection.
sorry?
Instant spark for a connection.
Yes. He was amazing. Trust me. Like when I literally spoke with him, I was able to relate so much, like talk about our hometown and all that stuff. And later on, like when he literally like there was this time where I said, I want to do more, I want to learn more. And
Okay.
with regards to gaming, like because he's that in that technical position, right? I also want to be that technical producer. So when he was in that position and he was ready to like sit and give me a lot of steps on how to work my way up. Like
Okay.
just by I said like I'm just a producer right now, like how do you think I should work my way up, like being a senior producer and then going so on and so forth, like going to technical director and then like all these higher positions. So he explained to me so much, how to be focused on projects, how to be that people person, engage with the team and all this stuff.
That's nice. Like I have gone through a lot of things in your profile, and people are like you be with people a lot, and as you told, you are an extrovert, and it obviously shows in your profile, I would say. And I think I can just keep showing you photos, and like people are amazing there. Like, and you shared a few couple of stories right now. I'm so mind blown at the moment. Like they are so welcoming and warm and very helpful, I would say. They want us to scale up higher and higher. And also we have
Yes.
like few questions coming up. That's nice. I'll answer
Yeah,
PP King for sure. And then like
sure.
okay, I think let's answer the questions. If any questions wanted, please
Yeah.
post it here. PP King has answered creativity is an ocean, I believe. How do you personally expand your gaming or creative mind? Training, course, or exposure? That's a lovely question.
um Yeah, so research, like research and the learnings at school. So learning all this over here, based on the courses, right? And all the other students in the class, like, talking with them, going in depth about the subject itself. And when it comes to training or courses or exposure, being an extrovert, having that people skills, like excelling at public speaking and having the knowledge you require for the particular subject, like kept me, very open minded, and that willingness to like bring a change in the world. Like that's what kept me, like, going on. And now, like, I'm kind of like getting on to that training and like doing a lot of stuff for other people. But you can always go to game engine websites, Unreal Engine, Unity, CryEngine, all these websites, and there'll be like courses over there as well if you want to take up programming and learn in general about production. And if you want to do art, you have to go to website Maya, and then, like, get all your learnings over there about 3D animation, all this stuff.
Okay, like wonderfully told. I think she has answered your question, and like a little thing I want to know personally is like how do you do
Sure.
tweak that creative mind? Creative
Oh, how
mind,
do I
no?
tweak?
Yes.
It's uh it's like natural, I would say. Um, I'm like sleeping, and then like I kind of get that idea within, like, that spark is there, that
Yes.
within that seconds
The
I
beta
get that. And
times.
yeah, so if I can show you, like, I literally have a book. Like one of my mentors told me, like, have a book, an idea book, and
Okay.
write down all your ideas, like whatever comes to your mind. And then from that, start being creative. Like, how do I say, I have that innovative mind. So I kind
Mind.
of
Okay.
like explore that, like dive deep and explore that.
That's lovely. Maybe I should also start carrying a book from now. Actually, I do personally
I
to
mean,
say like I do it, but not to an extent of you, I would say. Okay, the next question would be Bharadharan
yeah.
asked what's your future plans? I think it's with
Future
regards to
plans.
profession, yeah.
Yeah. So future plans, first, excelling at my work right now with accessibility. I'm doing a lot of research, and if I can, like, get through that and make a change in the lives of differently able kids, I want to incorporate the same thing parallelly in India. I want to touch base with organizations over there, not only like, for differently able kids, but also organizations where there are like orphanage, like orphan kids, also like, old age homes, like where there are elderly people, where I can teach them gaming, which will be like, helpful in so many ways. And in the future, definitely want to be an entrepreneur and start my own company.
Sure. That's so nice. Hope Bharati Aravind she has answered your questions. So like a quick couple of questions right now. Um,
Yeah.
so whom do you wanted to thank at the moment for the career you have right now, apart from your family and friends?
Okay. Diana, first person
Diana.
I would really thank, because be it whatever, like, I reached out for that mentorship. So she was ready to, give her time, even though she was busy. Like, if it was not for her, wouldn't have learned about networking, wouldn't have learned about public speaking, like wouldn't have had that courage to like make a difference and, stand out. Even when it came to the YouTube channel, she was like, why don't you start like exploring new options, like learn new skills. She always encourages me to, like, keep going on and like doing new things. So that's what is like keeping me motivated. And definitely, apart from her, I would say everybody else was also like a huge part of my success over here.
That's nice. Like I hope she would be happy that what change she has
Definitely.
given you and you wanted to thank her a lot. That's so nice of you.
Yeah.
Okay. So on this is on a personal note, I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you rate your life journey with regards to satisfaction level?
More than 10.
Oh my God.
Infinity.
Okay, so you're so happy and blessed to have a life like this, right?
Yes, definitely. And it is definitely impossible if I don't have the support of my husband. I mean, parents will always support you, but as a husband, definitely, like, if I'm going to be out there doing this in, like, going to different places, meeting different people. And, if I'm going to dedicate my life to this, you definitely need the support of your significant other. That's a main thing. And him supporting all that, sacrificing this long distance relationship and still like adjusting to, the little time we get to spend is like a big thing for me.
That's so nice. You found the right person. I'm so happy that he allowed you to do this and keep exploring a lot. And then like thanks for
Yeah,
coming on to the show. I think you have spoken
sure.
a very good amount of knowledge on game production and like how it works, and as well as a career guidance, and then like how whom to approach and how people are in the gaming industry and all those. I think it's going to be a wonderful like knowledge sharing experience in this session. I would say we also get to know
Thank
about
you.
your personal stories as well, and like how you like struggled a lot and then came to a position what you are right now. And so
Yes.
happy that you represent India there. And then I'm so proud to say like EA Sports, it's such a big organization and like something which is globally accepted, and their games are just out of the box, I would
Esports,
say.
right? Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
esports.
definitely.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, sorry.
Yeah. No, no, no. No worries. I just wanted to say that because I don't want people to think I'm working for EA Sports. I'm working for Microsoft. So,
Okay, esports. Okay, so it's an
yeah.
honor for us to also say here back in India, like, okay, she is one amongst us who is doing a great job there. And I think
Yeah.
we have
Yeah, I saw a very interesting question.
yes. What will be the one thing you want to change about current gaming world? Is that
Yes, make it more for accessibility. That's what I would say. Now it's all focused on VR and 3D based games and all that. But if I can get that spread to accessibility, like if even people who are differently able can start playing games on a regular basis, just like how we do, then that's what is my biggest success. So
lovely?
that's
Hope
the
she
change I
answered
want to
your
bring in.
question, Pradeep Pandyan. I think you're very much interested. Do ping her if you have any doubts with regards to game, and I'm sure she would ping you back. But don't ping her personally, and then don't put the blame on me, guys. It's like totally you got it to do what is in like what you wanted to in gaming. I'm sure she would reply to your text. Thanks, guys, and then thanks Nivedita for coming onto the show. I'm so happy and
Thank you.
honored to have you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you to everyone who was there. Thank you. Bye.
Yes, thank you. Thanks a lot and happy birthday to you as well.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. So guys, you just watched Nivedita's story, and I think like she has spoken a lot about gaming. Please do check it out if you haven't been in the live. I hope her story has some like knowledge sharing experience with regards to game production. And tomorrow is going to be see like fourth episode. Let's see who comes, and then like just keep watching the show, and thanks for your support. And that's how I come to do all these at the moment. So thanks for watching Chasing Dream season 2. Catch you tomorrow. Bye bye.